We heard a lot about the importance of content, basically, and talking to the audience and being across all platforms and all of this. What's going to change next year? What's going to be that next piece of the puzzle that's missing?
Well, if we knew,
Yeah, come
we
on.
could be on top of that. I think it's you have to be able to change quickly. I mean, if I post a video and I realize this is not something that they like, I will either not post that again, or I will just have to change my strategy. And really, for me, my strategy is not to have a strategy. And I've never had a goal. I never have a plan, because anytime I do, it's just like booking a flight. You book a flight, the next day you're like, oh crap, I have to go somewhere else. Now I can't do that. So for me, my strategy is not really to have a set strategy and be able to stray from it.
Got it. So being loose about it. Danny, what do you think?
Well, I think it's stitching all these things together. I think a tech stack that's going to evolve to include video more holistically across mobile and desktop, and even TV screens, right? So I think that's going to be the big thing for us, is to understand how all these different forms of video all work together to build a brand over time and sales overnight.
So you're seeing some more tech, you're seeing iteration. Sosti, what do you think?
I'm seeing all of the above. It's so, realistically speaking, for us to be able to break through the clutter as a brand and really connect with the consumer, we have to realize that the consumer is actually investing, is voting, is investing their time, is voting for sort of the best piece of content, is really contributing, and it's not just a push relationship. So if we start with the mindset of, I'm going to invest a minute, 30 seconds, whatever that is, to watch a video, that video has to be very meaningful for me for that specific moment. It doesn't mean everything is serious, as everything is, really overproduced, but it does mean that it has a legitimate value for that end consumer, and being able to iterate fast is a very integral part of that. For a large brand, iteration of the sort of the daily basis, it is a very complex process, because there's large processes on the back end, legal, as you mentioned. We work a lot to scenario plan all these instances so that we can, to the world at least, we can act as we're iterating fast. In reality, there's a lot of process on the back end for us to be able to act in that manner.
So you're building the process behind it. What do you think?
I think we'll also use a little bit of the hate moment. This has been the year of Orange is the New Black. And when you have very different models that actually capture consumers' attention and break through and become big hits, it moves the industry forward faster than you've ever seen before. So I look forward this year to having not one or three, but having some of them at scale, so that it changes the ecosystem. What that happens, other content creators go and continue in that wave. Other advertisers join the pack. So I'm looking for a year of a lot of hits, because it will help us in all of the different topics that we discussed.
Yeah, and I would say from our perspective at Collective Digital Studio, it's about being able to get multi-platform success on content. We started to see it this year with multiple series that we had, YouTube series that went to TV, and creating films, and basically going across to these other screens and being able to bring an audience and find new audiences for those brands as well. So I think a little bit more on the content brand side and finding that success across all platforms.